My advice on banks for any kind of business person, especially Native American people, is you want to go with a local bank. Someone you can go in there and look them in the eye. Personally, I have a couple different banking ways that I do my business. So I have a local community bank that I bank with, and then I also have an online banking program that I work with. I suggest that you do both. The reason is because prior to the pandemic, I didn't feel this way. I was thinking, wherever you want to bank. But after the pandemic, I don't think that way anymore. You should be able to go in and talk to your banker and look them in the eye. I helped people get PPP loans, EDIL loans, and calling a 1-800 number in La La Land is no help. And the people that I were able to help were the ones that I drove down to the bank and drove to the drive-in and made the loan officer come out and talk to me and look me in the eye and tell me that I wanted them to look at an application. And so, first of all, I just think you should bank locally if you can. But the reality is in Indian country, we all don't have, sometimes we have maybe like an off branch in there that has, not a full service bank, or you have to drive, 60, 80 miles one way to get to a bank. You have those kind of challenges on Indian country. But most people, you could find a bank that is in your community where you could go and look them in the eye. So that's my recommendation on banking. And then I also recommend that you get a savings account, so a business savings account, and then a business credit card. And I use, and I can't even believe I'm saying this because I despise credit, but and when you're running a business, it's an essential tool to have, especially when you're traveling or making a big purchase, those kinds of things. So I make sure and but I, of course, pay it off every month. But when you're first starting your business, I've seen people, they're all cash-based type of business. A lot of our traditional artists are like that. And they don't do traditional banking, like they don't have a banking system. And if you're like that, that's okay too, but you still have to, manage it so that you're able to make a living at that type of business. And most people that do that are cash people and don't bank, and they're traditional artists, they got it down. They know it. They don't need debt. They make a living that way. They're fine. They have homes, they have cars, they pay with cash, which to me personally, it is the ideal way. So I think for Native Americans, we're already a cash society people. So stay that way. I shouldn't say that, but stay that way or use the banking. You don't want to mix your personal with your business. And you want to balance your bank statement every month. So that's what people don't understand. You have your transactions going in and out of your business. Well, you have to match your actual transactions to what went through the bank. And then you're classifying everything so that at the end of the quarter or the month, you can run a financial statement that says, how much money am I bringing in a month? And how much are my expenses? And am I making, and I'm obviously, I teach tax, and I'm very knowledgeable in United States tax and, how Native Americans are taxed. And so in a business, like in a business sense, you want to make it so that you don't have a lot of profit at the end of the year, so that you're, not paying the tax man. That's how business, that's how good business people do it.